Claire Bear. What's up, gang? And you can't see nothing. Alright. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We're in the Outer Worlds. Sheesh.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Stop taking her diaper off. Here, I'll fix it. Give me. Daisy. Claire.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Yeah, baby.
We'll put those marksmanship scores to good use. Ah, a fellow tinkerer. Junior grade? Oh, morphine dispenser. Working your way up to provisioner?
Stop. Aunt Boogie. Get down.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlicker. Initiate skip jump.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Terra 2 orbiting laboratory.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
Oh, sheesh.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah.
I don't need max settings.
There you are. Now, where were
What's
we?
up, Sonny? What's going?
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Smuggler.
What's going on,
His
Sonny?
name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site.
Man, let's go.
He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. I'm all the colonists.
Oh, my bad.
are counting on you.
Shit. Is that better?
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not
Oh,
stand there holding it.
He got
Oh well,
squished.
no
Jeez.
sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Yeah, I just tapped up a little bit more. Is that better?
Hawthorne won't mind you
Thanks.
taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
I don't like left controls. Controls, keyboard button. Don't care about that. Care about that. Perfect. Oh, it's a toggle. Otherwise, you hold it to crouch.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Okay. I regenerate. I don't need these to health.
Hey, you. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report.
This actually what
Spacer's
this is
choice
actually going to
doesn't
be my
like
first
us accepting
playthrough.
outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Spacer's choice.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Oh, just wasted it. Don't need it. Yes, sir. I got the saber.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Slice and dice.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my
Where?
legs, son.
Go get your blanket. Go get your blanket.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Turn to find bonus. This is gonna take a lot of paperwork. This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Oh yeah, we out.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Gesture procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Sure do.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
You're talking that shit. Stay alive this time.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Sweet. Alright, let's go.
What's that noise?
Get your ass up, punk. Hey, Lunar with the follow, man. I appreciate you.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure.
Junior in humor.
If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
I can collect that for you, my
Four
boy.
workers still haven't paid up.
Got it.
Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy.
That's your ass, boy.
He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Bet. That's easy peasy.
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Bet I'm gonna be on your ass for that money, boy. Edgewater discovery.
Another day at the cannery.
money.
Please, Holcomb, I need to explain this addressing the grease monkey. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Spoil.
Good law, no. I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town.
It says spoil.
Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Companions. Shoot your ass, boy.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Bro.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Bro. Alright. Who else going? What time is it? 1:33. Why is it like 5 o'clock or something? I don't know why.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to. Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the way.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
I don't reckon Jeremy understands the concept of trade.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Shit, I put a bullet in your head, bro. Shit. Auntie Cleo's.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got it.
Bong, bong, bong.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is
Come on,
fast
give me your money,
approaching.
cuz. Give me your money.
And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas.
Thank you.
But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. I'll scratch something together for you. Sell off some of my sundry at Moreau's if I have to. Just hear me out. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
This guy's in my spleen. It's in my ass. Make that Joan. Booyah! Right in the fucking forehead. Oh, we stealing.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Kiss. You said something? You said something, cuz? You said something? You got something to say?
Please don't point that at me.
I am. Now what? What you gonna do? Bring your eyeball. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna?
Here we go. Just roll over it.
Shit. I start going ham. Shit.
I'm gonna get in their face.
Damn. We done took out the whole town.
Don't mess with me.
Try it again. Come over. Why don't you get this? Alright, let me start. Yes, Claire. What do you ask? Huh? Let me let me stop playing. Alright, gotcha.
This is where the magic happens.
Alright, let me not shoot and kill him again. Not slick. Stop, come here. I got the boogies out. fucking lit? Oh, it's right on there. No, you touch it. You're not picking me. It's not fun yet. Yeah, throw some trash. Oh, fuck. Booyah! Booyah!
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauder.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post.
No more.
Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
That's all Abernathy.
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. May as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
No, it's not from that.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Let's go.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Mind your business, ho.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad said...
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Necessary
As
restitution.
broke as pie crust, friend.
Well, as I said,
Bidless,
best friend,
indigent,
recorded her.
destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers! No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Put
that away! You're making me nervous!
Beat your ass, boy. Let's lace your ass up. Making me nervous. You pay your money, boy.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Bet. Tasha.
Don't you test me, holehead!
I...
I'm ready for this!
No, don't fucking kill him!
Wow, not even a scratch!
Did you she just killed him! Bro, she just fucking killed him. She really just... Alright. No bullshit, no bullshit, no bullshit. Oh, time for bed. Time for nap. Come on, go lay down. Now. Perfect.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Shut
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
You trying to get us all in trouble? What do you think you're doing? Carry on. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
No,
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Your hands probably crawling, sir.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Restitution.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Man, shut your ass.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. You know about Eugene? How? You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open.
No, you shouldn't.
Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious...
Ew, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
An IOU. I shall beat you in my face. Oh, I can't close it. Ooh, I'm about to beat your ass, boy. I'm about to fucking go ham on your ass, boy.
Think you're tough waving that thing around?
Say so out. Beat your ass, boy.
Incoming! That's the last of them.
Bro, you attacked me, bro. What you mean? At least the door closed. They don't expect. Start tearing his ass up.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. All right, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
Ooh, baby. Nestle Crunch. Boop. Oh snap. Oh, Phyllis, where are you?
For me.
The fuck?
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Phew.
When I was little,
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. The war, the coming apocalypse, man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. That's right. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. You did? Well, color me impressed, soldier. Wish I had a dozen recruits with your gumption. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets.
What is you blabbing about, my guy?
That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You ain't talking about shit.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around it.
Shit, you ain't shit. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nothing. Ooh, tri-tip. Yes, sir. Take a little tri-tip.
Gonna find incoming! We made it!
Ooh, an X. What the fuck? Damn, that's some bullshit. What the hell? What the hell is that? Look like a damn. I don't know what that is. Oh, too pleasant, dude.
I smell blood.
Got it? Inside voices. Nice one!
What the hell is that? What is that? Oh shit. Bro, come on. You focusing on the wrong chick. Come on, you're focusing on the wrong person, chick. Come on, chick. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Shit. What? You serious right now? I know you're not serious right now. Oh, she out. It's some bullshit.
Incoming! Got him all.
Girl, I got them all, girl. Chill. We. I got them all, girl. What did you do about? Damn, lost your head, boy.
That's the last of them.
Yo, shorty over here watching me get murked. Bro. It's all the same shit. Ooh, plasma cutter. Take that.
Nicely done.
Damn. Oh, let's go, boys. We did that for a plasma rifle. I'll take that. Oh shit.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Much obliged.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? Really? Now that you mention it, you don't have the look of an indentured laborer about you. Not nearly enough despair in your eyes.
Hi, Miss McDevitt.
Parvati. Are you still in the custom of collecting flowers? You're welcome to take your pick. I do apologize for visiting upon your intentions. You and yours are welcome here. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. You're doing this for Reed?
Yippers.
Why? If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
Bow, 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 bow. That don't sound right, Brandon. Oh, shit, what?
Unexpected.
Watch out! That's the last of them!
Damn. Took that ass out, boy.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. Incoming! 3 switches. That'll be easy enough. Don't mess with us. You got him. Just 2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Get away!
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Here we go. Incoming! Nice one! One to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale? Okay, here we go!
Oh, shut up. I got schmick. Oh. Oh, there's all over again? Fuck.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. Incoming! Got 'em all!
Onyx performing in.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
Sister.
Get ready! Look at us!
go.
Look out! Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's choice. Hostile actions towards Spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist. Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Get away! Get away!
No, just leave me alone.
Get away! Get away!
Not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. Don't you talk down to me, Phantom. At least I know I'm real. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic... Look. You know, you remind me of myself back... I discovered... Yes, that's exactly it. There's a Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
She turned to ash, boy. turn to ash. Pulp. Oh, that don't matter.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Don't mess with us. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the rail?
12, 13,
Here they
4.
come! That's the last of them! That's the last. I'm not sure what the bite is. Alls I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Oh, well. Okay then.
Damn.
Processing. Sweeping the area.
Watch out!
Ooh, what you got? Ooh. I spy with my little eyes a shotgun.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
Oh, nice.
This is all you're
I'm
doing.
gonna beat your ass, girl.
Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater.
I sure will.
This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed to...
Shut your ass up.
Put that away. You're making me nervous.
Say one more thing, I'm gonna blow your head off, girl. I'm gonna bang, 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 bang. Blow your shit off. Y'all say anything, I'm killing everybody in this bad boy.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Never heard it phrased. I'll take all...
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. No kidding. Look at that. Building a computing machine. Well, don't keep me in suspense. The Geo 2...
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand. The matter's been weighing on me. Fact is, I can't go anywhere long as Zoe's missing. Disappeared without a trace. Marauders took her, I suspect. It's not like Zoe can't... I know, I'm trying to think.
Oh, he's stealing. He's stealing. Oh, oh. Oh, damn.
Got it. Inside voices. Here we go!
shotgun is kind of that joint cheeks. That joint cheeks. I took that damn shotgun with cheeks. I can't. Yo, stop. Yo, where you at? Yo, stop dying. Oh, damn. Right between the eyes. I'm sorry, Sir Richard Lee. Oh, I got so many items. I got so many items. Oh, I need to get rid of some. I need to get rid of some items.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
You hiding? You scared?
It was an accident. It was an accident. Don't run. Don't run. Okay.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Fucking weird.
Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now. We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
School. I need a damn.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens here.
Almost lost a finger.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile. Oh, law, please don't eat me. I got scrumpox and chalkstones. You don't want none of that. Oh, wait, it's just you. Yours killed me with fright. At least I know I ain't hallucinating. You need something?
I got your shit, boy.
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. I don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something? Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
First hit is always the best.
You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
Hey, give me that gun too, boy. Give me what you smoking, boy. Give me what you smoking.
Another day at the cannery.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. See that you do. I got a business to run. Edgewater.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Music to my ears.
Freak!
You think you're tough?
Oh.
Maybe that thing around.
Close the damn. Say it again. What you say, Punk? What you gotta say? Huh? What you gotta say? What you say? People have a with this joint your face, boy.
Hey, here we go.
Don't mess with me.
Everyone all right? Nice one. Nicely done.
Got a little bang. Very nice. Man, the money in there, boy. Sheesh. I did all that for me.
Abernathy's chipper. Today. Guess he wasn't plagued.
Damn! Who's your daddy? Yes, sir. Return to Thomas. What you do, suck? Hey. Say hello to my little friend.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit. I've been thinking about going back. You know something? It's... You know where to...
Look at that. The snakes
come back.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same 4 walls. Tell Reed that tell him how I've made the veil blue.
I don't know what you... The matter's been... So, listen, we go back to... Sure.
I don't know how much longer... will last without power.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
You better get cat, boy.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food. But that should not be possible.
But it is.
The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly? Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
big drinker, are you?
Only the part that's in quotas.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come.
Hold your right.
What's this about? Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My...
You run... reliable work from a freelancer. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh.
Go, 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 go.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand bolts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you.
This fucking guy. From the planet to your living room. Sleepy. Need a nap.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
Is this your ship? Oh my god!
Hey, my boy Ryan with
so
the light.
handsome.
Let's get it.
Oh, I'm the. I want to ask, and if you. Yes, Cap.
Captain, what can I do for you? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for power and what can I do for you, Captain? Also, I am. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells. Transmission ended. If you are ready to...